looking like the nigga that Nino Brown snitched on. Light-skinned brother.
Yo, y'all can kick rocks, dog. I can kick rocks. I came home. It's all good, dog. Listen, if your entire life you had the curls and they was playing in your hair and all that, you struggle to come home too, brother. Like I had I'm from the land of Beijing. You know what I'm saying? Beijing is popping in Philly.
Yo, speaking of Beijing, Raekwon had the crazy Beijing, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yo, when he put his head down, I was just like, oh, bro, you gotta see. Well, Go should have said something to him.
Nah, he ain't gonna say nothing.
The OGs are gonna OD on the Beijing. 10 out of 10 times, dog.
Because they don't care, bro. Yeah. They don't care. No. They don't care. They don't hear none of that.
I mean, real talk, like, there needs to be more discussions around the Beijing Hall of Fame. Like, Carlos Boozer, for sure, is on that Mount Rushmore.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a wild boy.
Yeah.
Even my barber out here in Brooklyn, he be sneaking it. And I'd be like, you know what I mean? Like, I damn near got on my forehead.
You hear the squirt.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what you doing, bro? Right. I don't need that.
Bro,
like,
I used to get the jet black hair dye.
Shit.
The Jerome Bettis?
That's crazy.
Jerome Bettis.
That might be a mental illness, bro.
Nah, bro. In Philly, yo, getting your hair dyed was a thing for a little bit, bro. So I used to get Carlos Boozer made it look bad because you just seen Bull on Monday.
Because he had no hair.
No hair.
Like you can't.
I was getting the dye when even before, like, you know what I'm saying, the roof was, you know what I mean, it was starting to peel back. I was getting the dye. Like, you know what I mean?
Just for like the corners. Just for the corners.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, your barber come out, he got the whole, you know what I mean, he get the little mix going, you know what I mean, cooking it up. And the next thing you know, and your shit be coming out, bro, like, it's perfect. It is perfect. Then you tilt your hair down.
I know at least 3 homies who dropped 10 racks because they're like, yo, I'm not ready to come home. I'm gonna get the Tiger shit. I'm gonna get the Safari shit.
I've been doing my homeworks. I've been doing my research. They told me to go to Turkey to do that shit.
You can go to Dallas and get the Deion Sanders joint. They right up.
No. I need my shit to look more natural, first of all.
Said go to Dallas and get the Deion.
The Deion one is just too much, but
I'm telling you, summertime I might just pull up with the baldy because my shit. I'm gonna pull up like Ray Allen one day. Niggas just be like, what?
Yo, bro. Hey, listen.
What?
Don't listen, bro. What? You my man. So I'm gonna just let you know. I understand back in the day you was able to just dip and dab like that, but let it be known you a little older now, bro. If you make that baldy decision, there is
already know. Listen, I already know. That's why I'm not even playing around. They probably walking around looking like Barbosa.
LB definitely got his done.
Yeah, LB definitely. He got a crazy fro now.
Yo, y'all dudes that be acting like y'all like y'all stuff is bad and like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It looking kind of thin up here. Y'all hurt my heart.
Yeah, it's like that's flexing. My bad.
Bro, at best you at a 1 right now.
But here's the deal, Jerv. I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Like even you and me, like when you talk, I'll be like, yo, your shit ain't that bad, bro.
I learned late though, because when the first signs had started, if I had gotten on the Roman and all that shit, I would have been fine.
No, you wouldn't.
That's the key. Yes, I would have.
I started using Rogaine in like, I want to say my first year at the college. I put the
Damn.
I used the Rogaine, right? But on the back of the Rogaine box specifically. Oh no, I was already come home, bro. I had a homie that told me. I had a homie that told me sophomore year in college was like, "Yo, you know you're gonna be bald in a couple years." I was like, "Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, bro, you see these curls?"
That's crazy. He should be one of your closest friends to this day. He was honest.
It's a fact.
No, he is. That's my man. That's my man.
He was mad honest with you.
It's these new dudes that let me walk around looking like George Jefferson.
You new dudes like TJ?
Nah.
Yeah, no. Hold up. I mean, we ain't just going back. Oh, I've known you for maybe 1 or 2 years less than TJ, bro. You had me out here looking wild too, bro. And you of all people are the one that should be calling me out because that's your shit.
Bro, I just thought you were happy, man. I didn't want to ruin your happiness. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to steal a man's joy.
I think it's much easier for niggas to talk about now. Like people because so many people are paying to get the shit done in the Beijings and every barber. Like if you go to Philly, somebody's gonna spray some shit in your head. Like
that's crazy. That's crazy though. I might uppercut the barber hand, bro.
But like the Philly thing was, it really was even absent hair loss, right? Because they're getting in their beard. I'm like,
let's. I still get a little touch up in the beard now, good brother. I still get a little touch up in the beard.
I thought you were about to deny it. I was like, Jerv, you gonna do this right now?
I got a crazy gray strand. I'm just rocking with, bro. At this point.
Yo, how long do the shit last in the beard though? I might need a little.
Yo, y'all better cut it out, bro.
It depends on how active you is, fam. Like if you about to just be chilling, like if you get it and you just chilling, you can get a cool 48, 72 hours out of that. But if you about to like if you about to go out and it's club time and all that, nah, bro, you about to sweat that thing.
Hey, listen, the fact that it has an expiration date, I'm cool. I'm cool.
This expert.
I'm cool because I don't want to pull a Nutty Professor, bro, and the serum is wearing off. and you big chilling, bro, and shit just malfunction on you mid chill. Nah.
Look.
Nah. Hey, what they say about the vaccine? Believe in science.
Right. Yeah. And you get caught leaking like in the streets.
Oh my God, on the sweat.
Hold up.
Rudy
Rob, please. I don't know if we recording right now, Rob.
We're definitely recording.
We've been recording.
We definitely recording.
All right.
You be leaking, Jerv? They caught you leaking?
Yeah, Jerv, you might tell a story, bro.
I'm gonna just say, I've been known to fuck up people's pillowcases from time to time.
Wow.
I've had you matter of fact, before I came home, the conversation was, what you fucking up the pillowcases, right? Like just stop doing it.
Yo, niggas is saying you doing the soul glow? Nah.
That shit was wild, bruh. Shit was wild.
So chicks was taking
Jerv. I had a good fight.
Listen, chicks was taking Jerv on the first date to a pool.
Nah. Jerv got the satin. He keep the satin pillowcase in the back pocket just in case. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, bonnet all day.
Jerv got a bonnet on. Yo,
okay, no, see that we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Oh my God.
That's where we stop, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
That nigga said a bonnet, bro.
Yo. I'm just saying, man, like it's no shame in it now, man. It's the follies of youth, right? You can look back and laugh at it.
Oh yeah, bro. My grades is popping. Hey, I'm mature now.
Jerv, you know what it's like? It's like looking back at your Twitter feed, like from 2010, right? Like you can look back and laugh at it now, right?
I ain't got it.
No, Trey
got it, bro.
Operation Clean Sweep.
Hey, I paid the $8, family.
No, clean all that shit. I be like that. Honestly. That oftentimes that's the first question that agents will ask, like before the NBA draft, before the NBA draft, like these peak moments in these players' lives. The first thing is, we need to do a clean sweep of this shit because we've seen it cost people millions, though. Like,
it's crazy
money, you know. So.
I need to clean mine.
Hey, I remember. I think it was 2017. I figured out. I think it was Tweet Delete or one of these like third party joints, right? And I was like, yo, how much it costs? And I was like, $8? So it got to a point where people were just hitting me like, yo, what was the app that you mentioned on the pod? Because I was just like, I used to always delete my Twitter anyway. So like, I was thinking about the statutes of limitations in general, right? You think about if you was 18.
Right.
There are
something. It is none because Kevin Hart got caught.
Yep.
And then I also
Kevin Hart got caught about some stuff that he already apologized for.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite thing. Like, you should apologize. He did like years ago.
Yeah.
We'll do it again. I'm like, how does that make sense?
And I know a lot of people, because again, you got bangers, right? You think about the bangers, the tweets that you like hit crazy impressions, or like if you think about creating a portfolio, you don't want to delete it. But I mean, I didn't even care, bro, because I just knew, like, I know 2010, it wasn't anything that would cause a rift, but I just used to cuss so much.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think I was going to be a teacher. I didn't think I was just cussing.
And you think about the space that y'all occupy, the platform that you have.
Yeah.
Y'all be having people on here. Y'all have athletes. Y'all have agents, and people are petty. They remember that tweet. They remember when you talked about the field goal percentage or whatever. Like, I mean,
that's the favorite part about it. That's the favorite part about it. The first person I ever gotten, like when I knew Twitter was actually real, I was talking to Evan Turner. And I remember the Sixers was using him as a point. And I was like, what? He can't play point. And he, like, I don't know if he searched his name or not.
Oh, man.
That was my first Twitter altercation.
Oh, man.
I'm like, I'm really talking to him. I'm about to. And then, my homie that was in the league was like, yo, chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know that. And then me and Amin got into it with another player.
Of course.
Well, what was his name? What's going to happen?
I'm not going to say
We're not going to say his name?
bro. No, because I'm over it. But he got waived. Like,
computer boys in the building.
Hey, bro. And I was like, yo, Amin, I hope we didn't get dude waived, bro. But he started it. He started it.
He started it and also had nothing to do with us. The team didn't have enough roster spots. He was one of those guys where he was a player. It
was the bad timing though.
It was awful timing.
It was terrible timing. He got waived. He got waived like literally the next morning. And I was like,
but it wasn't us.
Trey, I'm here for any Evan Turner smoke that comes back your way in 2021, brother. I'm with you on that.
Nah, I got nothing but love for Evan Turner. But Amin, when he first started following me, 2009, I've had multiple accounts. I remember when
what was your first time you signed up for Twitter?
So shout out to my man William H, right?
Right.
He said, yo, we were all on BlackBerry. We had a group email thing, right? And he says, yo, Twitter lit. Twitter lit. I'm like, what? He like, yo, nah, you just like status updates. So this is originally how he pitched it to everybody.
It's just like nothing but status updates. Yeah.
So it used to be like getting food. Then you at somebody. You feel me? Like them first tweets was crazy. Like, oh yeah, just got food. Then the trends hit. When trending topics hit, like follow Friday. And then Fab took over, right? And then y'all have Periscope now, but it was Ustream.
That's right. Yeah.
So Ustream got me lit early because I was with Brandon Jennings, Bow Wow, Lil Twist.
Hold up, bro. You used to hang out with Bow Wow?
Yeah, he used to fly out to Milwaukee and come catch the games, bro. So Wale, all these dudes were coming to actually watch, because Brandon scored 55, dog. It was like, he supposed to be the dude out of every, you know what I mean? So we were doing Ustream, having 2,000 followers back in 2009, 2010. That's like having 60 now.
Oh yeah, no, that was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So
you were on top of the world. Yeah.
So I had it, but I didn't really understand it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm tweeting certain people and people treating it like as if you got the blue check. So I always think about if I kept my original Twitter from 2009 to 2021, I'd probably be in the hundreds for sure. When you really think about it, I done deleted. Amina found me on each time I made a new account, but I used to delete them. I deleted probably 5 accounts since. Because I would get 2,000 and then I would delete it.
Because I followed Trey, and Trey has a very distinct voice in the way he tweets. So the first time I noticed was when Trey and Brandon Jennings switched accounts.
So I'm going to tell the backstory.
So Trey took control of Brandon's account. Brandon took control of Trey's account. I was like, this ain't right. Immediately, I was like, I could tell there was something different.
So during the Meek Mill Drake beef, BJ's like, oh, he's finished.
No, that was then? That's when it happened?
Yes. He was like, oh, he's finished. This, that, and that. Like, he's finished. He's never coming back. He did the TMZ count, called him out. And he said, oh, he just gave this quick soundbite and hopped in the car.
Right.
Well, Meek Mill's sister just wanted all the smoke immediately. Went on the internet, found some video, and they was lighting him up for the whole day. So I'm at work teaching. I get my phone's going off. Bing, 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 bing. He like, yo, you want to be famous? I said, what you talking about? He like, I just switched your name in the account. And I guess, I don't know if you before this, I don't know if this was before or whatever, but Twitter didn't take the blue check away. So when I was tweeting, Amin was already following the account. So a lot of people were already following. They're like, yo, when you get verified, what are you doing? And it was so many people that was tweeting the account, but I was losing maybe I'm talking about think about somebody really blowing it, like somebody saying something racist or somebody saying like siding with the other political party now, and how quick that the followers would clean off.
Yeah.
I probably lost like 12,000, bro, in a day. Just off of the strength of just like, they just like, yo, what is going on? Then it had rappers like, oh, I didn't know such and such like this type of music. You know what I mean? Because they didn't know, and they thought I wasn't a real person because nobody had ever seen me before.
Just a picture of a tray.
It was just a picture of a tray. So they thought I was his alter ego or him pretending to be me. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm tweeting and like, I'm either making the tweets look lit or I'm making them look really bad to like NBA fans. Cause I was talking about everything. So me and Amin, I'm living in Phoenix at the time. So I'm like, Amin, what up? I'm gonna pull up on you. He like, yo. So it was crazy though, man.
Yo, TJ, when was the first time you signed up for Twitter?
I'm class of 09. Class of 09 might be one of the
wow. Yeah.
Class of 09 for sure. But that era, like 08, 09, 010, 11, that was a different time. That was a different time on the timeline. Sure.
What phone did you have?
I had I think it was the BlackBerry Pin joint.
So Uber Social.
That's right. Yeah.
Uber Social was the client, the Twitter client that everybody was using.
That's also fascinating, right? At the time, people were more likely to use a third party to leverage Twitter than they were to the native app. That's how much work we had to do to make the platform just work better.
TwitPic.
Whale was popping all the time.
Think about that. TwitPic.
Yeah.
TwitPic, dog. Like Photo Bucket. It was
was TwitPic if it's real, or what would they used to say? Remember that? Remember they say TwitPic so I know it's real or some shit like that.
I mean, it was a bunch of slogans.
I remember slogans like at me or dap me.
At me or dap me. So officially Ice, he was like really he was fake retweeting. He had like a lot of unwritten Twitter rules going, right?
Oh man,
I remember the pause police. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy accounts going on at that time. The fake retweets were wild though. You know what I'm saying?
Like yo,
nobody cares.
Like the quote tweet, the introduction of the quote tweet was like one of the biggest game changers in the history of Twitter.
It's true.
Right?
We all did it manually. We was already doing it, but we were doing it manually.
Yeah.
Right.
We were manually saying RT and then like the thing in there. But Sheed from Warriors World was like one of the kings of like, I'ma just like you just say at RT at Amin ESPN, LeBron is my 17th best player in the league. Like he just make up stuff. And people would bite every single time. Every single time they just like believe. Oh, I can't believe you said that.
It was no fact checking back then. So it was like
zero fact checking.
And don't let it do numbers. Because if it do numbers, you're cooked. And then that's when they came up with the rule. If Twitter says that's you, that's you. Because you can't fight it, bro. It'd be too deep.
TJ, what is like? First of all, how long have you been working for Twitter?
Yeah, man. So I was at ESPN. I left ESPN in 2012. So I've been at Twitter since 2012. I put two Obama terms, bro. Yeah.
So in your tenure at Twitter, what would you say is the most seminal kind of development that you guys came up with?
Ooh.
Like this was the game changer.
Yeah. So from a business perspective, I would say 2016 is when we struck the partnership with the NFL to have Thursday Night Football live on Twitter. Because that's when the sports business changed. Because up until then, it was like, yo, my client got hacked. He accidentally sent a pic to Shorty and or we're launching a new profile, we're launching a new account. Can you help us with setup? So a lot of the work was very like customer servicey and supporty at the time. When we struck that partnership with the NFL, it was like, oh, we can service live video. We can run advertising against this. We can work with people who are trying to build content and do it at scale. That's when the business became much more strategic and shit started to change.
Right. Man, it's crazy though, like to think about it. You just to be customer service, like just people complaining. But it's funny because you think about Twitter now and I like there are jobs legitimately that cannot be done without it.
It's crazy,
right? Like news breaking of any sort It can't be done without. Like, you can't call yourself a newsbreaker if you're not on this platform. So when you talk to like the OGs at Twitter, do they ever? What was their original vision to what it was supposed to be?
Yeah, I mean, Jack specifically is like, man, we just wanted a space to talk to the homies. That's it. We just wanted a space that was fun, that was cool, that was safe, that we could have unfiltered discussion. And the users took it and it went out of here. Like, the hashtags were created by way of users. Trending topics were created by way of users. The way in which we speak, like the manual quote tweets, the manual retweets that you mentioned, users just started using it in that way. There wasn't an employee at Twitter that said, do this, do that, and do this. That's the beauty, especially of like Black people on digital media. We're just going to take the baton, we're going to run with it, and we're going to create new norms, we're going to create rules, we're going to create ways to communicate with each other that nobody else can understand. And Twitter is a great example of that. It's why Black Twitter is still such a special, special place. By the way, Amin knows this. This is Twitter's 15th birthday. Ain't no cake, ain't no champagne on this podcast. Y'all ain't say happy birthday to him.
Hey, bro.
Hey, I mean, no, listen, this is the reason. No, first of all, this is the reason why we was going to even lob this and start this conversation. First of all, happy birthday, Twitter.
Hey, Shaky.
Yay.
Welcome to Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. You know what I mean? As a Twitter representative, as the, you know, and when I think of Twitter, I say, oh, my man, TJ. You know what I'm saying? Even though I say Jack and I say all these other, but if I say them names, they ain't gonna really know. They see you, they visibility wise, they see you.
TJ, the face of the franchise.
You know what I'm saying? So in general, the first time I met Twitter, I mean, TJ, sorry, that's the first time I met Twitter. NBA Twitter.
Man, Twitter.
Hey, Twitter TJ, bro. Twitter TJ, bro. So I NBA Twitter. Big event. We were in Toronto, bro.
Oh, that's right, for the finals.
For the finals, bro. And I'm like, yo, because I used to get clowned for being the only person still on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about it. When Instagram hit in 2011, 2012, they were like, oh, this lit over here, bro. Don't nobody use Twitter no more. I was still like pushing for it because I like sports. I still like to talk. And the fact that it came full circle, and I remember telling like maybe like 4 friends, like, yo, Twitter flying me out, brother, Toronto to watch the game. And everybody like, what? I'm like, yeah, bro.
Told y'all to stick around. Y'all could have got flued out.
Could have got flued out. You know what I'm saying? We in the suite. I've been there eating vegan food.
You know, they had to customize.
You had to get the vegan sushi.
Nah, I was the only person. You know, me and Alexis Morgan.
That's right.
Customized.
She vegan too. Yeah, so we
in the vegan supposed to pull up. But did you pull up to San Francisco?
No, I was supposed to go. I couldn't go to Toronto because I couldn't leave the country.
Yeah.
Because you know, I got priors and stuff. And then I couldn't go to San Francisco because I was in Miami that week.
That's right.
I was doing Levitar, but yeah.
It's interesting you mentioned that because I have a lot of friends who only use one platform or another, and that's cool. You'll never hear me hard sell Twitter. You'll never hear me say, yo, you should really be on it. Different strokes for different folks. And oftentimes you'll see that the way people use Twitter is very different than the way people use other social media platforms. If you're trying to catch these jokes, if you want to be informed in real time, if you want to understand what true community feels like, it's hard to not spend a lot of time on our app. You think about the NBA Twitter community, you think about how much you learn, how much you laugh. I think our platform's a really special place, and I'll put that up against any other experience.
TJ, let me ask you this. How often do you have to explain to the people at work something that happened on Twitter?
Ooh.
Like an inside joke or a Black Twitter reference? Or how often you got to explain to them what this means?
So one of my favorite parts about working at Twitter is we got a lot of Black people at the company relative to where it was when I first started, because tech tends to be a pretty homogenous space, right? So when I first started, I found myself being the only person of color in a lot of rooms. And Jack is a real one. He's like, yo, what can we do? We need to change this. And as rooms started to change, I started to have less of those experiences where I'm like, okay, this is what they mean by getting flued out, or this is what they mean by X, Y, and Z. And in many instances, you don't tell because you like having the conversations that exist within that special community. Like I want to be able to, I remember for a while, my username was Thotty Pippen. And all of my colleagues were like, "What? Why are you calling yourself Thotty Pippen? What do you?"
No.
So it was cool because nobody knew what it was. And then as it started to be a bit more mainstream, I'm like, no, I got
yeah, you gotta switch it up.
I got bills paid. So,
I remember Thotty Pippen.
Yeah.
No, that's a sick name. Jerv, did you have another name prior to not John Gervais, but I'm talking about prior to your other one, Jerv 215?
Nah, I'm lame, bro. Any platform that come out, I'm just Jerv 215. Like that's my staple. Like anything that comes out, just find me, Jerv 215.
His name's Jerv. He's from Philly. What's the confusion there?
It's a strong brand though. That's a strong brand.
My aim was Jerv 215.
Okay, so
Jerv, how did you learn about Twitter, Jerv?
Well, I like to announce that I was a class of what class you say, TJ? It was 09?
09,
yeah. I'm class of 09 as well. I got on Twitter. I was flying. Never forget. I was flying down to New Orleans to visit my girlfriend at the time from college, and I was going down to visit her. And my man hit me. He was like, "Yo, you got to download this. You got to get on this this new wave. It's this thing called Twitter." And I was like, "Man, get the hell out of here!" That's always my response. Anyone tells me to do anything, get the hell out. I'm like, nah. Trust me, like, yo, you want to be on this, John? Like, da-da-da-da. And I remember, like, my first couple of tweets was exactly what you said, Trey.
Mm-hmm.
About to head to the store, be right back, or it's, on the block real fast. It's kind of crazy out here, or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, I'm 09. My man told me to get involved. I fought it for a little bit, and now I got to put the time on my phone, so it tells me I've been on Twitter too long for the day.
Oh,
you got the screen share?
The screen.
I got
that screen share. The screen time. Yes,
yeah.
Crazy.
Yo, TJ, how did you learn about Twitter first?
It was at ESPN. They started throwing that thing everywhere. So it started with work because I was working on the digital side. So Sports Nation was a thing at the time, if you remember, with Beetle.
Yeah.
And all them and Danny, and they had a real-time Twitter ticket on the joint.
Right.
And then, because I'm Nigerian, I'm from DC, so Wale's my guy. And they're like, yo, Wale, you tweeting all types of stuff on this thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, what's Wale talking about?
Yeah, he was one of the first active users.
Actually, that was one of the reasons I'm like, yo, that's my dude. If he dropping new music or if he talking bar work, I need to be there. So that was part of it too. And interestingly enough, Jerv, them Kyle and Yao and all that. They were like, "Fam, you gotta join Twitter." And I was real resistant to it, just because I was trying to be a contrarian. And I said, "I'm gonna join Twitter if I get 100 followers before I tweet." And I hit 100 followers, and then I was like, "All right, might as well."
That's crazy that 100.
Yo, bro, I remember joining Twitter and thinking I was gonna be stuck on like 40 followers forever. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm never going to hit 100. And so for me, I found like Shaq was the one that said, "Oh, you got to get on Twitter." And I said, "What's Twitter?" And he showed me. And I said the same thing that Trey said, "Man, that ain't nothing but a status update."
Mm-hmm.
It's just nothing but status updates. But then I can't remember who I was following that I saw the way they tweet. I'm like, oh, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Because it takes you a while to figure out, like, it's not status updates. It's
but real talk, that's why that's why sometimes there's attrition. Because that blank tweet box, that shit can be really intimidating to people, man. When you pop the app open and you just see the blank space and you're like, what do I say?
Right.
People get stuck there.
That's why I think Jay-Z don't be rocking with that shit like that, bro. He's just like, hold on.
We not gonna
No, the only reason why I say that is because, like, for perfectionists, you would think like everything's going to hit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he don't want no.
He don't want no duds.
No, and Twitter will help you develop that thick skin because you're gonna put some bricks up there.
It's gonna be some bricks ASAP.
You're gonna have some bricks, period. And everybody needs to understand that every tweet is not gonna go up, and that's cool.
And also, you don't need a crazy following to like go quote unquote viral.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, you can have like 23 followers, and if you say something crazy and it and it crossed the right path, you might be out of here.
Yeah.
TJ, so for the Super Bowl, not this year, I think it was last year, you guys had the confetti made out of tweets, basically.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? How'd that come about?
So it's interesting, man. Like because the way I approach partnerships, it can't work unless we both have a shared objective and we both are looking to do something that works that's mutually beneficial. So the NFL is like, we've been doing this the same way for a long time. What types of ways can we add innovation to make this cool, to make it fun? And somebody was like, confetti. And as soon as they say that, we're like, yo, tweets on confetti. And we had to reach out to multiple agencies to see who could pull it off, because the tweets had to be updated in real time during the game. And I remember the Chiefs were down double digits, I believe, to the 49ers. So at one point we were like, okay, we need to tailor the tweets to be 49ers specific. Halftime hit, Mahomes went crazy, and then it started to shift toward the Chiefs. So we had a team on site dynamically updating tweets in real time.
That's crazy.
So they printed it.
Tweets flying out of the sky. I see Patrick Mahomes holding one up, reading it. And that was a moment. That was a really cool moment. This year we did it, but it was more of an ode to healthcare workers who were on site. But yeah, man, those are the moments for me that get me excited about the job. How do you break through culture? How do you create moments that hit the group chat? Quite honestly, we did with Bleacher Report All-Star Weekend. We did the Quavo and Jack Harlow versus Lil Baby.
Oh yeah.
And I was excited about it because we know every rappers are hitting up Brickley and Lethal Shooter to practice, to do drills. So everybody want to hoop. So figuring out a way to turn that into a platform to make people talk about it. And those are the types of opportunities and franchises that I get excited about, where we can bridge the culture with hoop.
Yo, so you do a blog, right, about two favorite Twitter moments. And I tweeted it out this morning because I knew we were going to have TJ as a guest.
Right.
So I had the users reflect on their favorite Twitter moment.
Nice. What you got, Trey?
All right, here we go. It was some shit I forgot. Like,
Temecula gotta be on here.
Hold on. So here we go. Blake Griffin writes, "Don't agree with the furniture layout, but I'm not an interior designer." They locked him in for free agency.
Oh, with the DeAndre Jordan?
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
That was a crazy day, for real, yeah.
All right. The Kanye rant where he tweeted Wiz wears cool pants. And he gave out all those rules. That was a classic night. The Gucci Mane Is He Hacked rant.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that? When he was going off on everybody and he posted the picture of him and Nicki Minaj?
That's right. I remember the picture. Oh,
man.
When you finish, please go back and look at that. Right. Okay, Mariano, risk it all tweet.
Risk it all, man, boy. That created a whole new term.
The risk it all tweet. It should be right now. It should be way bigger. Than
that should be hanging somewhere at Twitter headquarters. that picture of Melo and Rihanna and Mariano's caption underneath. Y'all don't know frame. Our very own Mariano. He was the one that created the term "risk it," ready to risk it all. That's insane, man. We think about the power of Twitter. That like there is a like slang that was created on this platform. And that's it. People use it all the time now.
Mars should be Mr. Risk It All from here on out. He should be called that. The Ray Allen DM that meant to be tweet.
Oh,
nice.
That one was tough. Tony Hawk Race War.
I don't remember
that. You don't remember that? Where it was the Nino Brown. He was like, it's a race war going on, and I got to kill Tony Hawk. And he was like, because black people love Tony Hawk, bro. He was like, man, I want to.
Am I my brother's keeper?
So Tony Hawk quote retweeted and said, "I'm glad that you consider me."
Oh, nice.
It was a great moment. Drake meme. With
the one where he's
the polo,
with the boots on.
That's classic.
Boy, that was a day, man. That was a day on Twitter.
It was YOLO. I mean, you already know though.
Yeah.
What song is that?
That's the
motto. The motto.
The model. So the model, yeah.
Oh no, I'm thinking about something different.
Polo 65% off. So Just Blaze and a few others tweeted out a discount code.
I remember that. Yeah.
Hey, and I think he bought a chandelier. Shouts to him, man. Kobe Temecula.
Oh,
yes. That's Snotty Drip. That was Snotty, right?
Snotty
that
Dripping.
Snotty, and I can't remember the other dude.
I forgot homie name, but he dropped a song. He had the wife beater on.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I was on SportsCenter on Christmas Day, and they were talking about something. I said, if not, I'm gonna have to meet y'all in Temecula. And I remember Twitter going crazy because like someone on TV mentioned it, and I was like, "What?" That was I didn't think at the time. I think people still felt like Twitter was Twitter, and like other real people or whatever weren't using it. It was just kind of like a very inside joke. And so when I said that on SportsCenter, I think a lot of people were shocked that like people who are on TV use Twitter and they follow this.
It's like finding out like a professional athlete curses. We have the Jay-Z diving meme.
Oh man.
That was a tough one for Jay.
You still haven't hit my favorite one.
Hold on, we ain't there. Okay. We got a lot. We got a couple. Okay. The Staples Center Tunnel Night.
Oh, Chris Paul, yeah.
Chris Paul, the hidden doorway.
The hidden tunnel.
Motherfucking that meme.
Yeah. Oh man, that kid. The yo, I saw Josiah just used it today. He just used it today. He was talking about some, I think, I can't remember what NCAA thing. So when they asked the NCAA why the women didn't have the same facilities, the NCAA was like, motherfucker,
Yo, no J.R. Smith on there?
Hold on, we ain't got there yet. Hold on.
Oh, I was waiting.
The Paul Pierce rocket tweet.
Because he didn't know how to do emojis.
It was like a Shutterstock of a
picture. Yeah, he downloaded a picture.
That was the DeAndre.
That's so Paul Pierce.
Too, right?
Yeah, that was the same thing. That was the DeAndre Jordan Clippers thing. Yeah.
Nigger Navy.
There you go.
Oh, I remember that. Oh my Lord.
I cried so hard because you know what? And I don't, to be honest with you, I don't even know if in today's Twitter that would happen. But it was, it's like the whole thing is like, it was a typo. He wanted to say bigger Navy, but autocorrected, but it's like all things like it doesn't autocorrect the shit you never use, right? It autocorrects, right? But here's the funny thing: like there was almost zero outrage. We just got the jokes off. Like the one that my favorite one was Jerv. It was the SS Nigga Navy, and it was the ship looked like a Tim. It was just a Timberland coming up to the dock.
Oh shit! I gotta revisit that. I gotta go Google that.
Yeah, you gotta revisit that.
Oh shit!
All right, we got J.R. Smith. You trying to get the pipe?
Oh, that's my favorite. I'm sorry, that's my favorite.
Okay, then we got Jay-Z tweeting, "You're gonna get this work after the Loaded Lux battle." Then we have here, hold on.
Oh man, by the way, nigga Navy stunned me into
Arthur Fitz memes.
Hold on. That's great too. Real quick, Trey, I just want to read through some of these. Nigga Navy gonna be 2 years late to the war. Nigga Navy gonna ask who all gonna be there before they go to war. Nigga Navy gonna tell the commander, yo, we round the corner and still be on the dock. Nigga Navy gonna get pulled over 100 times on their way to war. What are you doing in this part of the ocean, boy? Donald Trump, we're going to war with ISIS. Nigga Navy, nah, nigga, you going to war with ISIS. Oh my God, that was such a day, man. I was up until 3 a.m. No lie. I was up until 3 a.m. just refreshing Twitter. What else you got, Trey?
Tweets from biblical times.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a good one, yo.
Got some examples? That was.
I don't have any examples there, but that was just.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find some tweets.
Yo, y'all like crazy.
The Thanksgiving with Black families. That's one of the good ones.
That's a good story too.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. What if Black Twitter existed during biblical times? Here's some examples. No, I don't want notifications. Nope, never mind.
All right. The crumping during the Black Lives Matter rally.
I still get a secondhand embarrassment from that joint, dog. Like I struggle watching that video still to this day.
Yeah, I found some of these biblical times ones, but they're all like video. They're all video. They're funny. When the Romans saw Jesus walking around Palestine 2 days after they crucified him, and it's the Weebay video, the Weebay meme of like, he turned around looking around. Oh man. Oh man. Yo, Trey, are you done or is there still more?
Nah, I had some more.
Let me see.
Pacquiao fight.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have
out.
mercy.
For sure.
Yo, they had my man Photoshop.
TJ, has anyone ever complained to y'all, like an athlete complained to y'all after like a public moment where they just got roasted on Twitter?
So it usually isn't the athlete directly, but
their representative.
Teams will reach out. And that's their job, so I understand.
Right.
That happens. And more often than not, we have a team who is tasked with making sure that they feel like they have a healthy experience on the platform. So that happens all the time, though. That happens all the time. Especially, and oftentimes we'll start to proactively do it. Like with Danny Green and the bubble, we already sense what the vibe was going to be like. So we proactively worked with our service team to make sure if people were talking crazy, they would get yanked from the platform.
Oh yeah, because when he was shooting well and people, I guess my thing is not so. Obviously that when people are tweeting threats, like that's different. I'm talking about like just like this, like Pacquiao being photoshopped a million times.
Like off jokes?
Yeah, off jokes. Has anyone ever complained about jokes?
Nah, you gotta take jokes.
I was about to say, you gotta be something to be getting roasted and then saying your mans to be like, yo, y'all gotta stop messing with him, man.
Right.
All right, we got Black superheroes.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, is that when we were supposed to get our powers?
Yeah, when we got our superpowers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amin's jeans.
Oh, I thought I slid, to be honest. I was like, oh man.
No, you're in here. You're right next. You're next to Crying Jordan meme.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, straight up.
Amin's jeans is higher than the American Ninja Warrior.
The jeans are definitely higher.
Yeah, for sure.
The jeans are definitely higher because
they satted that nigga out. They satted the jeans out.
Yo, here's what happened because they roasted me. I'll never forget. The first dude to tweet me said, "This ain't it, Chief. You want to take that down?" I was like, "What you talking about?" Right? Because I was taking a picture of my sneakers, and I was like, "Man, my jeans ain't baggy," and they weren't. By the way, I always show the other angle where like that was just a bad angle. But I'll never forget that dude said he told me to take it down. I was like, man, whatever. It's just Twitter. And then it started growing and growing and growing. And then like all of like sports Twitter had roasted me, and it was like midday, and it was like, all right, this shit done died. And then Charlemagne fucking put it back, and that's when Black Twitter came in. And dog, when I tell you the rest of that 24-hour period, and they were photoshopping Jordan's face on my jeans. It was when that happens, you just got to be like, take me now. Like you can't fight it.
That's the greatest shit ever, though. When niggas was get satted out by Mike,
bro.
Like when they threw the sad Mike on you, you might as well just turn your notifications off.
Right. You know what the crazy thing was,
Chief?
Yo, guys. You know what the crazy thing was is that I must have received legitimately like 10,000 mentions that day. Every single joke was original. There were no duplicates.
Wow.
And they were all funny. Like I was blown away. Like nobody, I was waiting for somebody to fuck up and like, nah, like, and I would roast them back or whatever. And like every single one that came in was just fire. They were hitting targets, bullseye one after another. I was like, fuck it, man. I just gotta take that L.
How long would you say it lasted? Because when people start to get roasted, I'm like, yo, weather the storm.
Weather the storm.
I think it's a 48 hour like
strong 48 hours.
It's a strong 2 days. Like honestly,
because what happens
Go ahead.
What happens is it's a bunch of people who wake up the next day.
That's right.
Who were on yesterday, and
That's
they check, and then they go in. So
I'm dealing with that right now with the Curry crossover.
That Curry joint, yeah.
Like it's still going, but like it's to a point where once Shade Room got it, I knew it was out of here. So I was like, I'm not. You know what? I'm not even.
My work is done.
Do you mute it?
Yeah, I mute them after like. I seen like Friday I was doing something and I seen it had like 100,000 likes. I said, you know what? I know after a while this is, you know, it's certain ones that just I did one with James Harden where I said, you know, when you and your favorite cousin leave from being back from 5 minutes and it was his eye red.
Yeah.
That shit was like 2-3 days. Like I'm just used to them now where it's to a point where you don't try to. Because there's be some people that actually take it too serious and complain. And then there's people that just like laugh. And there's people that you might gain 200, 300 followers off of it. But mainly it's just kind of circulating.
But y'all remember back in the day, if you did something, if you had some trend like that, your followers exploded.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
That's true.
For sure.
Immediately will follow you once you did something.
That's true.
Yeah, now you're not lit.
People got real stingy with the follow button over there.
Yeah.
Including me, because I'll just retweet and go. I don't trust you enough for you to have bangers like that.
To get the follow.
No, I'm just saying, like, because it's hard, like, to be continually funny.
You gotta be like Mariano. Like Mariano, that's why I follow Mariano because he's funny all the time. Every time he said something. TJ, what's a feature on Twitter that people are sleeping on? Like, yo, y'all really need to use this, and for whatever reason, it just hasn't taken off yet.
That's a good one. Yo, I love the voice feature, yo. I remember when we dropped it the first day, people were doing like old school voice messages, like, yo,
that was hard.
Timeline right now. But you used it a few times.
Yeah.
I think the voice feature could be done really funny. When Clubhouse first dropped, there was a wave of tweets like Clubhouse be like, and it was just hilarious.
The voice notes, yeah. Yo, I like to piggyback on that thought.
Somebody did a diss record to Jack with the voice notes, and it's hilarious, dog. I DM'd it to Jack. I'm like, yo, she kind of equals you low key. Like, it's crazy. But I love that feature, and I think it could be used really creatively. Another product that you'll see us really, really, really talk about a lot is Spaces moving forward. The audio format is one that is taking digital by storm, and I think that we're well positioned to make some really cool traction there. So that'll be one once everybody gets access to it. And if y'all don't have access to it, we'll take care of that after this.
I'm already in. I've been using a couple of times.
I got it. You know, I wish.
Good Jerv.
Jerv,
you're not even.
I'm the middle child, bro.
So this is the thing about Jerv. Jerv will complain only to not use this shit.
Right.
Right, bro. My bad.
We'll handle that.
You know what my problem is, TJ, is that I use TweetDeck a lot, and TweetDeck doesn't have the functionalities that the app.
That's why you don't miss tweets though. That's really impressive.
Yeah.
You use TweetDeck still?
I use TweetDeck because it's just easy to keep up with stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I just be missing out.
If I use
Twitter on your computer,
I use TweetDeck. Like if I'm on my phone,
I don't use Twitter on my computer at all.
If I'm on my phone, I'm literally, I'm just in my mentions. That's all I do on my phone.
See,
my mentions,
you ain't about that 3-tab life. Your DMs ain't like that.
I don't want my DMs to be like, if I open my Twitter, I see DMs, I'm like, shit, I must have tweeted something by accident.
Nah, I'm just messing around. But my favorite feature, obviously, Spaces definitely, because I don't. No diss to Clubhouse. I like Spaces because it's convenient. It's right there. Right. So if I want to use it, I can use it. If I don't, I can just keep tweeting. Fleets still has potential, but I think it was something else that I think I was talking to somebody about that could use. I think Fleets is good to promo a tweet without promoting a tweet.
And that was part of the intention. I think a lot of people were like, yo, y'all rolling out stories 10 years late. Yeah. And what we saw was that people like to showcase their tweets, or especially athletes and entertainers, they can't retweet or like every tweet about what they want to show love to. Fleece allows them to do that in a very turnkey, ephemeral way.
I'm glad you explained that, because now I'm gonna share the nice ones. You know what I mean? I don't look at it that way.
But at the end of the day, I mean, like it's a canvas for people to be creative with. So people use it the way they want to use it.
Are y'all annoyed with the edit button complaints?
For me, like the real OG Twitter users know like why we don't and won't have an edit button. At least from my opinion. Product might tell me that I shouldn't say that, but there's a reason why we don't have an edit button.
Well, it's lack of accountability too.
100%. 100%. People will finesse the shit out of an edit button if we got that on our platform.
Yeah.
So that's something that most of us feel really strongly about internally. And the OGs, like, y'all get it. Like, okay, you're going to have a break. You're going to misspell something. You're going to say there instead of you're going to spell there wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to do that.
I'm just glad it ain't 2012 no more, bro. Because, spell check Twitter used to be getting me up out of here. If you moving too fast, watch out, bro.
I miss TCAP though, man. TCAP
was amazing.
TCAP Sundays.
TCAP Sundays, bro.
That was a magical time. We all came together. Like, you think about it, we all came together to watch some show that was on cable that had already aired on network TV like years ago. Like we were getting together to watch a rerun of a show. But
I mean that's dope, man. Like,
yeah, man.
Are we watching as a family has been a great tradition, because that's how you know. And I don't even know if that even is ending up on like shows and networks decks, as far as the, to see the community of certain shows and what they build. Because, if Amin say, oh, yo, we gonna check out this, everybody gonna be like, is it worth it?
Mm-hmm.
And if we say we tweeting it as a family, that means you don't know who pulling up to that. And then when you add a hashtag to it, it get even more crazy.
Yeah, the last tweeted as a family to me went crazy. Last Dance is wild, yo, because we were also starved for sports content.
Mm-hmm.
All of us.
That brother is starving.
Yo, that brother's starving.
That brother's starving.
Man, Josiah's so fucking dumb.
That's the greatest shit. Hey, being able to clip that piece and dropping it and catching your homie out there really starving, like on some wild shit. I heard this nigga said, somebody was like, yo, my mama don't know what I do. He was like, you got OnlyFans? Somebody quote tweeted the nigga said, that brother's starving.
Yo, quick question. Is Josiah the greatest tweeter of all time?
I don't
non-celebrity, yes.
I don't think I can say no to that question.
Just give me who else would be in that. Just like the GOAT in basketball, it's never one person. It's a conversation.
Top 3 Hall of Fame. Here we go.
Okay.
Josiah, Dragonfly Jones, and I'm gonna have to say Ice.
I'm gonna say this about Dragonfly. I love Dragonfly, but his efficiency is not like Josiah's.
I say Josiah is different because he has video.
But I'm just saying his tweets are funny.
Yeah.
His tweets he tweets at like a 80%, 95% clip.
It's crazy.
Like
he found it. He found the cheat code. He found it.
Yep.
And he got the secret sauce, and it works every time. I'll tell you, especially within NBA circles, yo, Wob is a bad boy, bro. Like, Wob is really, 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 really good.
Yo, he keep that thing on him, though. You got to think about it. This nigga came to the NBA Twitter shit with his laptop. I ain't never seen nobody pull up with a laptop. Me and TJ look at this nigga like, bro, nigga, we in a suite, bro, eating. And you over here literally like, I got to get the content. He was literally having a conversation, ripping some shit from that, and then firing it up. Like, I said, I ain't that committed. I got my phone. I might see something. He trying to get bangers off.
He take it seriously.
He also got like 500,000 followers too. So
and you see the engagement on this shit is crazy. It's crazy. Right. So I gotta shout him out too. But Josiah is unlike anything that because it could be the election, it could be hoop, it could be a versus battle. His range is crazy. His range is crazy.
His range is crazy, and his pop culture like memory banks, because it's like it'd be like we all see Malcolm X, that scene right there. I haven't thought about it like in 100 years, and Josiah plucked it out, and that's it right there.
The thing about me and Josiah that I would get mad about is he do it so fast before I do it that where I would tweet it, he's beat me to it.
And he got a video with it too.
And he has but I'm saying I'll have the video clipped.
Okay.
But the frequency of it, I heard my tweet. I said, bro, it didn't even happen. It just happened. It literally just happened.
You remember when Fab and Joe Budden, they would drop freestyles and they would literally reference some shit that just happened. I'll never forget when Budden talk about, what did he say?
Corey Lido flight?
Yeah, the Corey Lido, crashing like Corey Lido, crashing bird like Corey Lido. And I was like, this shit just happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what Josiah is. Josiah is like dropping shit that literally just within like a 5 minutes.
Current event tweeter.
Speaking of current event tweeter, Trey, I gotta give you flowers, yo. NBA Bubble Life was a pretty special wave, yo.
Thank you.
Y'all did y'all.
Shout out to the gang. It was tough. I remember it was tough being like anonymous. Mm-hmm. And I was glad that we kind of, I had like Jerv. No, because listen,
bro, because they treat me like the redheaded stepchild. Yo, I had to find out on the fucking show.
Listen, I trust Jerv, but sometimes you can't tell everybody. I remember hitting TJ because I was trying to, for one, drop longer videos.
Wait. Everybody on here knew but me
and Rob.
Prior?
You and Rob didn't know. You didn't know. But this is the thing. I hit TJ because I had to let him know that it just wasn't somebody that was just super left field. Because I was like, yo, I'm trying to post this video that's like longer than the limit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, oh, that's y'all? That's dope. You know what I mean? Like, because we had, it was kind of instant type shit, but it was on some shit like, all right, yeah, cool. Telling the homies, I'm going to chill and create. And as it took off, it was like I said, it was a positive moment to show a different light. I got a job out of it. The other homie got a job out of it. You know what I'm saying? And we got some good publications and, grateful to be able to, have a grip on that. But, I appreciate it, TJ, for the flowers, being able to smell it, dog. Twitter is my favorite. I'll be repping y'all.
Man, Twitter made stars
too.
Twitter made stars out of us, man. Like people,
that's a fact.
Like
that's the shit that makes me happy. Like to be able to amplify, and elevate y'all. Like there have been instances where I've been able to call Josiah and say, "Yo, there's a brand who asked about you. Can I plug you?" And if that turns into a bag, like off of the timeline, to me, that's when I'm like, "Yo, all right, this work is special because I can tell people like these are my homies. I can reach out to them directly and I can work with them on some really impactful work that'll get y'all a check too." That's where I'm like, yo, all right, that's the next level of this to me. Like the community that works so hard on the platform, like how can we ensure that we're amplifying y'all and we're giving y'all opportunities to get to the bag?
Man, TJ, man, thank you for joining us, bro.
Yes.
Yo, you make us proud, bro. I'm happy to call you a friend. And it's crazy to see kind of like, I didn't want to guess you too much on this. Like, I was like, I should talk about how his career just exploded. Like, nah, fuck that nigga, man. But seriously, bro,
fuck that
like,
nigga's crazy. Nah.
Yo, man, thank you for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Yo, keep up the good work over there at Twitter, man. We love y'all.
And shout out to whoever sent me this Tom Brady junk. You know what I mean? We leaned in.
Oh, when he was lit
off the Super Bowl celebration. All right, fellas. Appreciate y'all.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Appreciate you, bro.